Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Okay, start with chapter 11. The universal form. Now, the first four shlokas are on Arjuna request Lord Krishna to show the universal form. Then the next 5 to 14 is on description of the universal form. And after seeing the universal form, when Lord Krishna shows the universal form to Arjuna, after that Arjuna offers prayers to the Lord. And then after seeing the Vishwaroop, that is the universal form, he requests him to show his original four-handed and the two-handed form. That is the armed form. That is from 46 to 55. So basically, this chapter is based on these four sections. One is Arjuna's request to show the form, then the display of the universal form, then prayers of Arjuna after seeing the universal form, and then his request to show the original form of the Lord again. Okay. Yes, Mataji.
Arjuna uvacha madanugrahaaya paramam guhyam adhyatma sanyitam yattavyoktam vachastena mohayam vigato mama.
Yes. So what is Arjuna saying now? The first shloka starts with, by my hearing the instruction you have kindly given me about these most confidential spiritual subjects. Which is the most confidential spiritual subject Arjuna is talking about? He showed his opulences in chapter 10. He gave the most confidential knowledge in chapter 9. Display of energies in chapter 8. Final destination, how to reach the Lord in chapter 8. Display of energies in chapter 7. So after all this, what is Arjuna saying? My illusion has now been dispelled. So he's out of illusion and he has come to the realization of the truth. O lotus-eyed one. Lotus-eyed is Kamala Patrakna. That is said, that is mentioned in the sloka. That means lotus-eyed. I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity. We've seen this in the previous chapters, by how everything is annihilated again and then again created. Right? We've seen in the last few chapters, and have realized your inexhaustible glories. That is chapter 10, the vibhutis that he had displayed. O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see you here before me in your actual position, as you have described yourself. See, this is important. What is Arjuna saying? You are right now in front of me in your actual position. What is the actual position of the Lord? The two-handed form of the Lord, correct? I wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. How you have entered into this cosmic manifestation means he wants to see the universal form. How is he beholding in the universe, in the cosmic manifestation? So I want to see that form of yours. If you think that I'm able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, master of all mystic power, then kindly show me that unlimited universal self. Now I want to ask you all a question. Anyone can answer according to whatever you all feel. No judging anyone on anything. Why does Arjuna want to see the universal form? Why do you think? He's convinced, correct, that Shri Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead. All his opulences are explained to him. Energies are explained to him. He knows everything now, and he has accepted. In the 10th shloka, he's saying, Parabrahma, Parabdhamam, Pavitram, Idam Uttamam. What is he saying? You are the greatest of all, you're the purest, you are the supreme person, you're the absolute truth. This all Arjuna is accepting in the last chapter. Then why does he want to see the universal form? Okay, there are three options. Huh? Now tell me, what do you all see? Is he doubting Krishna? See, whatever till now was what he heard, correct? Now he wants to see the universal form with his eyes. So is he doubting Krishna, whatever Krishna was saying in all this last few chapters? Is it that? Or is he considering himself special? that because I'm your special friend, now you do give me special mercy and show me the universal form, or he wants to convince other people who consider Krishna an ordinary person. Come on, tell me. Unmute yourself and tell whatever you think.
To convince other people who consider Krishna as an ordinary person.
Correct. Anything else? Any other views on this? Anyone has? Any other reason apart from this? This answer is correct. He's not doubting Krishna, right? Obviously, he's not doubting Krishna. He has surrendered himself to Krishna, and after surrendering, can he doubt him? No. He has accepted him. So the first option is gone. Then the second one, he considered himself special. Did Arjuna consider himself special anywhere? No. He's always obedient to Krishna. In no shloka up till now, it is ever it is seen or ever it is displaying anywhere that he's considering himself special. So that is one. Third one is to convince other people who consider Krishna as an ordinary person. Correct. Yes. See, everyone is not going to. There's one more reason. Can anyone say? Other than convincing other people, one more reason?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Actually, except Arjuna, other two people are also. Sanjay is also seeing the Lord
Yes,
Krishna
Sanjay is
universal
also
form.
seeing. Yeah.
So he want to propagate the message by the Sanjay that Lord Krishna is the Almighty. That's
Correct.
why he wanted to.
When Krishna himself will show it, no, it becomes like an authoritative thing, no. Like till now, whatever was there was said. Now, when Arjuna himself has seen, Sanjaya has seen, he's telling Dhritarashtra, it becomes an authoritative thing. Correct? So that's one thing. To convince everyone. And anything else? Anything else other than this? Can anyone think of? What was the other point that he might be other reason? To check on the imposters. What are imposters? Who's an imposter? Anyone knows? Someone might come up and say, I am God. I am the supreme personality of Godhead in the coming years. So then, okay, can you show the universal form? What is the universal form? Show it. To set a criteria for future, to avoid fake gurus. My dear Arjuna, O son of Pritha, see now my opulences, hundreds of thousands of very divine and multicolored forms. Hundreds and thousands of various forms of the Lord he's going to show in the Vishwarup Darshan. This universal form can show you whatever you now desire to see and whatever you may want to see in the future. He's going to show him everything, moving, non-moving. Even the future is going to be displayed by him in this. This is what he's revealing. But now, for seeing the universal form, are our eyes or the eyes, human eyes, sufficient to see that gigantic form of the Lord in the way he is beholding this cosmic manifestation? Is it possible? No. So he has to get a divine vision or a divya chakshu. But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence. So Lord Krishna gives him special divine vision to see him. So this is one thing that you can say, that others on the battlefield did not see the universal form because this vision was given to him by the Lord, right? Correct, given to Arjuna by the Lord. But even Sanjaya saw it because Sanjaya already had a divine vision, right? He could already see what is happening he's sitting in Hastinapur, he could see what is happening on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So even Sanjaya could see when, we know how Sanjaya could see because he's describing in the coming shlokas. Now the rest of the shlokas in the...
From Vyasadeva, he got the...
Yes, correct. He was a disciple of Vyasadeva and because of him, he got that divine vision.
Vyasadeva is also a form of Lord Krishna.
Yes,
and
yes.
Krishna
He's
is also
considered to be
telling
an
in the opulence
incarnation
of
of
Lord.
Krishna.
That
That
means
is why,
indirectly...
Bhagwad Gita is very authoritative because it's written by Vyasadeva, and he is considered to be Krishna only, incarnation of the Lord, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So why do you need this special class? Why is our vision not sufficient? Again, we are under these 4 defects. We have imperfect senses. We are accustomed to illusion. We have cheating propensity. We commit mistakes. So with all these, a normal vision, we are not going to be able to see the universal form. So basically, it is very, very, very difficult to see the universal form. You need to, like it is given in the purports and it is given in the shlokas later, you need to perform sacrifices, you need to undergo certain penances as described in the Vedic scriptures. A lot of things you do, and also in addition to that, you need to have a some tinge of devotional service to it. Only then you'll be able to see the universal form. Sanjaya starts narrating the universal form verses. Okay, now Sanjaya is describing what he's seeing or what Lord is showing. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouths. Now, this is a little bit of imagination, okay? Spreading everywhere in the sky. Just imagine he's seeing unlimited eyes, unlimited mouths, unlimited visions. And the form was decorated with many, many ornaments and weapons and garlands and different kind of garments, and it was smelling beautifully with divine scents was smeared all over the body. All was wondrous, brilliant, unlimited, all expanding. So there was no beginning and no end to his form. Wherever his vision could go, he could just see unlimited faces of the Lord, unlimited forms of the Lord decorated with ornaments. This is what Sanjaya is explaining. What else he's saying? If hundreds of thousands of suns, Sahasra word is used, that means thousands. So hundreds of thousands of suns were to arise at once in the sky. See, one sun, even at one sun, we cannot see when you look into the sky, in the afternoon. Imagine thousands of suns in the sky at the same time. Their radiance might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Lord in that form. So that effulgence that the Lord was exhibiting was equal to thousands of suns rising in the sky. At that time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord unlimited expansions of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. Now, if we cannot even see we cannot even see the complete universe at one time. Correct? Scientists are still trying to search different parts of the universe, any other universes beyond us, how to reach there. We're still in that search. But Arjuna, at one time, sitting in one place, here, there, and there, he could see unlimited universes. You already know from the body of Mahavishnu, there are unlimited universes coming from the pores of his skin. So all those universes he could see. And now, after seeing all this, what is Sanjaya describing? What is Sanjaya saying? He's saying Arjuna's hair was standing on end. It was standing. Arjuna bowed his head to offer obeisances and with folded hands began to pray to the Supreme Lord. Arjuna said, "My dear Lord, I see assembled in your body." Now Arjuna is describing. Till now Sanjaya was describing what he saw. Now Arjuna is describing in his prayers. What is he seeing? He's seeing all the demigods and various other living entities. He saw Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva, all the sages and all the divine serpents. See in this picture, can you see? You can see Brahma here, you can see here is Brahma. You can see Shiva, all the different sages are there, all the different demigods. So all were seen within him, right? In the universal form, Arjuna has seen all these within the unlimited form of the Lord. O Lord of the universe, I see in your body many, many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes. Imagine if you see something like that, what will you feel? Expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you, no end, no middle, and no beginning. So it was just spread everywhere. Wherever he saw, he could just everywhere till wherever his vision could reach. He obviously had divine vision, so he could see unlimited universes, and at the same time, he could see unlimited forms of the Lord with all the demigods and everything inside him. Your form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence spreading on all sides like blazing fire. Yet I see this glowing from everywhere, adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs. This is a description of what Arjuna is seeing. You are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of this universe. You are inexhaustible. You are the oldest. There is nothing which is older than the Lord, right? If the Lord is a creator of everything, can be anything that is before him? No. So he's the oldest. Who's maintaining everything? Lord is maintaining everything, right? By his inconceivable potencies. We are not able to conceive how he's exactly, we are not able to understand how is he doing it. He is present everywhere, still he's not a part of anything. It is said, still I am aloof. I am everywhere, still I am aloof, right? So this is difficult for us to understand and difficult to conceive. This is my opinion. You are without origin, middle, or end. Your glory is unlimited. You have numberless arms. Like he cannot even count the number of arms, number of bellies, number of mouths, faces. And he even saw the sun and the moon, like were like his eyes. I see you with blazing fire coming forth from your mouth. You could see fire coming from his mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. So only the Lord has the capacity of creation and annihilation, no one else. Although you are one, you are spread throughout the sky and the planets and all spaces between them. So throughout the sky, you could see the Lord, and in throughout the planets, and even in the space in between the planets in the sky, the Lord was seen. O great one, seeing this wondrous and terrible form, all the planetary systems are perturbed. Now, see, he's calling this form as terrible form. Is this a sweet form like the two-handed form of Lord Krishna, who was saying, "Maya, please don't bind me with this rope"? Is this as sweet as this? No. Arjuna is saying this is a terrible form. He's describing it as terrible. His hand was standing up. He was trembling. He was fearful after seeing this. All the host of demigods are surrendering before you and entering you. See, entering you means they are all up, they are entering into him, all the other demigods. Some of them, very much afraid, are offering prayers with folded hands. Host of great sages and perfected beings, crying all peace, are praying to you by singing the Vedic hymns. So all these demigods that were seen in the universal form all are praying to the Lord. All the other manifestations like the Lord Shiva, Adityas, Vasus, Sadhyas, Vishwadevas, two Asivs, Maruts, forefathers, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras, and the perfected demigods are beholding you in wonder. O mighty armed one, all the planets and their demigods are disturbed. See this word, disturbed. They are not happy, they are not glad, they are not feeling sweet, they are not feeling bliss. They're disturbed at seeing your great form, which has so many faces, eyes, arms, thighs, bellies, and your many terribility. As they are disturbed, so am I. So he's not happy, he's not feeling good, he's not feeling pleasure after seeing this form, right? O all pervading Vishnu, seeing you with many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouths and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain steadiness or equilibrium of my mind. He's saying, I'm so disturbed after seeing this form of yours that I'm fearful, I'm afraid, I'm frightened, right? See, this is very important. What is he seeing? Who are all these people, entering into the mouths of the Lord in the universal form? All the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their kings and Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and our chief soldiers also are rushing into your fearful mouths. So all are finally entering into the fearful mouths of the Lord. And some I see are trapped with heads smashed in between your teeth. It's such a terrific sight to see, all the Kauravas are getting. So this is basically showing the fate or the end point of what is going to happen in the war, correct? This is the future that he's seeing, basically. As the many waves of the rivers flow into the ocean, they're compared to the rivers, how many rivers enter into the ocean. So all these great warriors are enter blazing into your mouth. Everyone is entering into the mouth. Fiery mouth of the Lord means it is an end to them. Correct? So what is Lord trying to show Arjuna? He's trying to show, see, this is coming in the next sloka. Their fate is already decided by me. Their death is already planned. They're put to death by me. He's showing this. He's seen the future here. O Lord of Lords, so fear of form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primal Lord. I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is. Now he's just asking more and more, more and more. After seeing this universal form, he's frightened and he wants to know more about the Lord. What is Lord saying? Kala Rupa, time I am. Supreme Personality of Godhead said, time I am, the great destroyer of the worlds. And I have come here to destroy all the people. Who all these people are? These are the Kauravas that you're talking about. With the exception of you, that is, you means the Pandavas, the Lord of the Pandavas, you five. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain, right? Everyone is going to be dead in the end. Mataji is there to recite the shloka? Vaishali Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, yes.
तस्मात् त्वमुत्तिष्ठ यशो लभस्व चित्वा शत्रून् भुङ्क्ष्व राज्यं समृद्धम् मया यैवेते निहताः पूर्वमेव निमित्रमात्रं भव सव्यसाचिन्.
Yes, Nimitra Matram. What is Nimitta Matram? We'll see. Okay. Savyasachi it is Arjuna. Therefore, get up, prepare to fight and win glory. Conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, Lord is saying. And you, O Savyasachi, can be but an instrument in the fight. Nimitta Matra means you are just a nimitta, you're just an instrument in this fight. So this all is my plan. This is what I have already decided. This is going to anyways happen. And I want you to do it. So just prepare to fight as a part of your duty. Conquer your enemies. Right? As my wish. Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna and other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. As he saw. Correct? They're already destroyed. Therefore, kill them and do not be disturbed. Simply fight and you will vanquish all your enemies in the battle. See, it's like, what is he trying to say? If if a surgeon has an instrument in his hand and he performs a surgery, so who gets the credit of the surgery? Does the instrument say, I did the surgery? Is the instrument doing the surgery? No. The surgery is being done by whom? The surgeon. Similarly, the Lord is like the surgeon who's doing all the actions, and he's telling Arjuna, you are just like that instrument. Just carry on. I have already decided this, I've planned this, and you've already seen this right now. So after hearing, what does Arjuna say? Then Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra, O king, after hearing these words from the supreme God, trembling Arjuna is described as he's trembling, offered obeisances with folded hands. He's folding his hands again and again. He fearfully spoke to Lord Krishna in a faltering voice. Why was he fearful now? He's saying, O master of the senses. Master of the senses means Rishikesha. Lord is called as Rishikesha. That means master of senses. The world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. Thinking of you as my friend, I have rashly addressed you, O Krishna, O Yadav, O my friend, not knowing your glories. Please forgive whatever I may have done in madness or in love. I have dishonored you many times. As we relaxed, lay on the same bed, or sat or ate together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of so many friends. O infallible one, please excuse me for all those offenses. Now Krishna has realized that Lord is the supreme personality of Godhead. He has so many opulences, he has displayed them. And after seeing all this, Arjuna realized, before knowing all this, I was like a friend to you. We used to sit together, we used to eat together, we used to sleep on the same bed, we used to talk, we used to chat, and all this used to such casual conversations we had. And I was not knowing how glorified, how glorious you are. So please forgive me, I've done this out of ignorance. Krishna is kind and merciful that in spite of such opulence, he played with Arjuna as a friend, right? So this is the mercy that the Lord has on his devotees. But Arjuna is so humble that he realized what relationship he has with Lord, such informal relationship he had. So now after seeing the universal form, what Lord is Arjuna is fearful. Arjuna said, now after seeing this form, this is very fearful. You please come back to your original form, the form which you are in the Vaikuntha planets. See, the universal form or the Vishwarup Darshan is not a permanent form. It's not a spiritual form. It is a temporary form of the Lord. It is a cosmic form. See, cosmic manifestation is temporary, right? It is going to be annihilated at some point. So similarly, this cosmic form of the Lord, the universal form which he displayed, is a temporary form. This is not the original or the spiritual form of the Lord. Which is the original form of the Lord? The two-handed form, the one who resides in the Goloka, the Shamasundara form. That is the original form of Lord Krishna. This is just the form in this universe which he has taken. Correct? So Krishna is saying, this form is making me fearful. please come back to your original form. The form which is, in what forms are you in the different Vaikuntha planets? So see, there are different Vaikuntha planets, okay, in the spiritual world. There are different spiritual planets. These planets are called Vaikuntha planets. And on each planet, there is a four-handed form of the Lord. That is a Narayana form. The one who resides in our heart as Paramatma. That same four-handed form with Shankha, Pushpa, Gada, Padma, four things. In his hand he has. With that he's residing. And there are different forms based on what is in what hand. What out of these four is in what hand. This all is given in the purport. So based on that, they are different in different Vaikunthas. But the two-handed original form of the Lord is in the Goloka Vrindavan, the topmost planet of all the Vaikuntha planets. So he's saying, please show me that form of yours. A request for the Vaikuntha form. With helmeted head, club, wheel, conch, and a lotus flower. See, this is the Vaikuntha form of the Lord. I want to see you in that form. O best of Kuru warriors, no one before you has ever seen this universal form of mine. Lord is saying, no one has seen the universal form till now. What Yashoda saw, what he had shown Duryodhan, those were Virat Roop, not the Vishwaroop Darshan. They were not as complete or as like this one. Okay, this was first seen by Arjuna over. For neither studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charity, nor by pious activities, nor by severe penances can I be seen in this form in the material world. You have to, even after doing all this, there is no guarantee of seeing me. Correct? So after that, after seeing the four-handed form, he then came back to the two-handed original form of the Lord. Krishna, having spoken thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-handed form and at last showed him his two-armed form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna. He showed his form. Okay, now if you it's like if you have if your father is a judge in a court, okay, he's a very famous judge in a court, and he takes him to the court with you, and on the judging processes, you are just sitting in one corner of the room in the court, and you're seeing him. So would you like to see him in that way, or would you like to see him as a father at home? Which relationship you will relate more with him? This is something like that. He's relating more to the two-handed form of the Lord. So this is what a devotee, this is a sign of him being a pure devotee. Pure devotee does not even wish to see the opulence of the Lord. He does not wish to see the universal form of the Lord. Which form does he wish to see? He wishes to see the two-handed Shamasundara form of the Lord, because that is sweet. You can have a personal connect with that form, right? So in spite of seeing the universal form, the happiness and bliss is being in connection with the two-handed form only. All forms come from Krishna. Seeing this human-like form, Manushya, it is mentioned in the shlokas, there is Manushwaram. That means form which is human-like form, so very beautiful. Now I am composed in mind and I am restored to my original nature. Then he felt relaxed after seeing Lord in this original form. What is Lord saying? This form of Nai you are seeing is very difficult to see. Even the demigods are seeking the opportunity to see this. No one is fortunate. Very few people are fortunate to see the two-handed form of the Lord. You need to be a pure devotee to see Lord in this form. Even all the demigods, it's not possible for them. They are waiting to see this form. And how will you get to see Lord in this form? Only by Ananya Bhakti. By devotional service. Undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am standing before you. How he is standing? Two-handed form of Krishna, right? Only in this way you can enter into the mysteries of my understanding. Yes, Mataji, you can chant.
Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya aham evam vidhorjuna jnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa.
So only by Ananya Bhaktya. What is that? By devotional service you can see this two-handed form. So to see the universal form itself is very difficult. Right? Lord himself is saying universal form, you need to perform so many sacrifices. In spite of all that, even more difficult is to see the two-handed form. Even the demigods are waiting to see that form. Correct? He who engages in my pure devotional service, free from the contamination of fruitative activities and mental speculations, he who works for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, and who is friendly to me, to every living being. See, not only to me, but to other living beings. This is what I told you yesterday, right? The one who just worships God in the temple and is not considerate to other living beings around him, then that person is not a pure devotee. Right? Yes, Mataji. Mat karma.
मत्कर्म कृत् मत्परमो मद्भक्तः सङ्गवर्जितः निर्वैरः सर्वभूतेषु यः स मामेति पाण्डव.
Yes. This is the essence of this shloka, is like an essence of Bhagwad Gita. This is what was given in the Chaturshloki also yesterday, right? Machchitta madgata prana mamayanta parasparam kathayantashamam nityam tushanti cha ramanti cha. Chant the glories of my name, discuss about me, glorify me, chant my name. That is all. This all like perform devotional service. Only by then your devotion will be fixed, and only by then you will have developed a relationship with me. This shloka is like again the 4 chatur-shlokis. Lord is repeating the same thing many times again and again in the shlokas. This is the summary. Arjuna requests Krishna first to show the form. Then Krishna describes, then he gives him the divine vision to see. Then the description of the form is given, what Arjuna saw. Then what Krishna replies, who am I? I am Kalu Asmi, I am time. Then after seeing this, Arjuna is fearful. He wants to see the original two-handed form of the Lord. Then pure bhakti is needed to see Krishna in that form. Only and only a pure devotee wants to see Lord in that form. He's already convinced. He's like I told you, he is also a Jnana Yogi and a Dhyana Yogi. His mind and senses are controlled because they are engaged in the service of the Lord. He's a Jnana Yogi. Why? Because he has the knowledge of the self. He has the knowledge of the Lord. He does not even wish to see the opulences of the Lord. He's already convinced by hearing them. And he has become a pure devotee. He wishes to see the original form of the Lord. Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. Okay. There is a story I'll tell you all. Once it's about devotional service, how a devotee does not want anything. They do not even want liberation. Once Lord Krishna, he just had a leela, or he was pretending that he had a headache. And he told Narada, I have a very bad headache. And only the dust of the feet of my devotee, the dust of the feet put on my head will give me relief. So Narada said, oh, this is difficult. How do I get the dust of the feet? How are they going to give it? How is it possible? So he started searching everywhere. He went to different places. And all the devotees saying, how will the dust of my feet touch the Lord's head? It's not possible. I'm not going to do this. How do I give it? I'll go to the hellish planets if the dust of my feet is touching the Lord. No one agrees. Then finally they go to the gopis. And gopis at once, they say, okay. They did not even think what will happen to them after that. They at that moment just wanted to give relief to the Lord. This is just the thought they had in their mind. So this is just an example or a story, like what do you say, showing the devotee what a devotee wants. A devotee does not, just a devotee just wants to be a servant of the Lord eternally, forever and ever, and that is why he reaches there. See, impersonalists, they do not want to have a personal connect with the Lord. They are interested only in liberation. They want to be liberated from the material world. They do not want to have the connection with the Lord. They do not want to serve the Lord. But there is a basic thing. How long can you stay when you're alone? For how much time? As a spiritual spark, you will survive in the Brahma Jyoti. It's your eternal nature to serve. It is an eternal nature of the soul to be in association. So as a result of all this, instead of going to the spiritual world, they again come down, seeking an opportunity to go to the spiritual world, if they're fortunate enough to have that understanding in whatever next life they get in the material world again. Correct? Okay. It's like I'll tell you what is the difference between the 3 levels of God realization. That is what the impersonalists see God as the light form. They perceive that. Then the yogis perceive God as a Paramatma, 4-handed form, but a devotee sees him as the 2-handed form. if there is a favorite dish, okay, think of it gulab jamun. It is being cooked in some distant place, in some room. What you will smell it, right? You will get the smell of the gulab jamun. You will feel very nice after getting the smell. Are you going to be 100% satisfied with that smell? No. Correct? Till and then what will you feel? This is like the first level of realization, like the Brahman effulgence. Partly you are just smelling that one feature of that gulab jam or that dish is revealed to you, the smell. Then the second feature is revealed to you when you say, okay, I want to go and see. You go to that room, you have a look, they are being cooked in that sweet park, they are being cooked over there. So you get a sight, second thing. So second level of realization, higher than the first one. There's another feature added to it. You can see it. And then the third one finally is when you actually take the gulab jam, taste it. Then only you will be fully satisfied. So first two are incomplete in that way. Seeing something, smelling something is not going to give you that ultimate happiness that you're going to get by tasting it. Right? We'll stop the live streaming. Yes. Okay. You want to ask anything about this? Or anything in general? You want to share something? I'll share a few glories of the Damodar month. Why is it so auspicious? Share it on the group, okay? I'll just read through it once. Very nice.